Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene of moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other sport. Teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's go, big game. Division game for the first place. Stay in first place. Chiefs are coming up fast. It's going to be tough again. Tough season.
They got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And coming off of an early season open week, and in this situation, what he told... us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And now running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Man open, it's Aaron Rose. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play.
Thanks for joining.
Not getting a lot of pressure at the quarter because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
A 39-yard attempt. The kickoff is good.
And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Raiders 3, Broncos 0.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week,
all those picks were in the last game.
Wasn't too happy after last week. Not happy.
One of the ugliest games he played.
He can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to show the team that the goods that he exhibited
are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Melvin Gordon. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but
what's up, NY?
Take that kind of a run. It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, it was pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
Yeah, that fight was really disappointing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
There was other good fights tonight, though, so that was good.
They run it here with Gordon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Yeah, I did notice the Packers and our franchise are doing good.
Now 3 plays, 3 short runs, but together, first down.
Yeah, you took over the Chiefs, and now they're just gonna be winning. But I'm gonna be competing. I got a head start on the AFC West, so I'm gonna try to keep that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Broncos 0.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there, so it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
A gain of 2 yards on.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That might feel like a little.
They were on bye week. Before the bye week, they lost to the Colts with Jameis Winston.
You get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield for tonight.
Getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
The Chiefs are in 3rd place, right behind the Broncos and the Raiders. The Raiders only have 1 loss.
They go into a game for an offensive line because there's a reason that running
Broncos too. I only lost to the Chiefs so far. And you and the Chiefs. And why?
It's pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be
yeah, whoever loses here, you're going to be tied up with them for 2nd place. But if it's a tie, then I think maybe we'll be tied for 1st and you'll be 2nd place.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out quickly to Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Broncos.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yep, you got it. This is for the first place right here.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Number 25.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nickle there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of...
And this was a nice example.
Yeah, this is AFC West.
Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
The AFC North has some good, really good games too.
Plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
I want to switch over to the NFC North, play some games over there now with the Steelers versus Ravens.
Now Gordon on first down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, man, everything would be close if we keep winning. It'd be for everything, for first place, division, everything.
So second and 4. 22. his big tight end, Fant. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain, but he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go.
I've been getting lucky, man. It's been a good month for me, honestly, bro.
And it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, pretty happy. Feel lucky, bro.
Just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 28-14 was your final score. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 31-24, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Yeah, the Bills, they're not doing good.
And now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting
Pretty sure it's a running game. I was looking at their running backs, and they don't really have any good running backs to help out Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen has good ratings. He should be making all the passes and everything. Probably his team. I want to trade for him. I wanted to trade for him, but I drafted a quarterback.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. He's got the first down there past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he'll bang that one through. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the
34-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued on that side of the ball.
I've been keeping up with the blitzes. It's been working out so far, and I got a pick earlier. That was cool. I just lost my tight end, Noah Fant. That was like the worst thing that could have happened.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able this drive right on rolling. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. Melvin just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe call you were talking about. Bouncing back after that loss. I'm just I got the lead, and I'm just controlling the clock.
Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it all down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys.
Yeah, nice win against the Jets, NY. The Jets are stacked at quarterback. They got Trevor Lawrence and they got Baker Mayfield.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The Jets are no joke. They made the playoffs and everything last season. They're gonna be in the playoffs again.
But it's gonna take them to
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Raiders 3.
So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't. It does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
On first down, Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. After the sack on first down, Carr looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah, that's unexpected. I got a couple good wins, and then it just kept going until I got to the Chiefs and ruined everything. I want the rematch.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now the Raiders
Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, you should have streamed that game. That game looked like it was fun, man. I was just seeing the ticker below. It was a close game. Jets versus Chiefs.
Operating from the gun. The clock down now to 13 seconds. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Broncos, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, that's nice. That game's gonna be good. You should get them easy. They're right now the Raiders. They didn't look too good out there. See how that defense plays against the Raiders. You should knock them out easy. And the Chargers, I don't know why they're doing so bad. I don't know what it is. Their offense is good. It must be their defense, because I remember they were scoring touchdowns on me last time I was playing them. I was scoring touchdowns too. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and Oh yeah, and why you'll get that W easy. Most of these teams are have been easy to beat on the season. I don't know why. I think our teams are just stacked up. Well, the Chiefs are always good. They got the high-powered offense. Sometimes it's the defense. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna end it.